What's up, everybody? CE Kumo here. Today we're going to be talking about post LK Gekiro pressure. Okay, this came up on Team Gen Facebook group often. Okay, and I made a video on this earlier in the year, but for some weird reason I cannot locate the frickin' video. It was edited. It was beautiful. I purchased Adobe Premiere just like Ryu Apprentice advised I should do. But you know what? The video is freaking gone. So I'm going to bring you a raw video here. But I'm going to try to get you guys the information just as good as it was on the other video. I'm a terrible producer and I'm sorry. So Kentrell Williams on Team Gen Facebook group actually asked, okay, let me go ahead and pull up the post real quick. I should be prepared. Come on, Andrew. He asks, so would one of the more experienced gens here like to make a LK Gekiro follow-up options compilation video? I did that and I freaking lost it. He says that he needs it because knowing the setups could really help compensate for what he can't do on the ground. I totally understand what he's talking about. Me as a player, I was taught to be very technical on the ground game. So I'm technically a very weak player when it comes to Oki and mix-ups. I don't have crazy setups. I don't have crazy Oki that just screws people over. So what I ended up doing was I took LK Gekiro because I didn't play Gen before the nerf. I played him after the nerf. I played Gen and I was like, wow, I don't really have a setup after LK Gekiro. And I look it up and everybody's like, yeah, it sucks. Gen doesn't have the hard knockdown anymore. He's got to use meter. And he was so mix-up heavy after he got the knockdown from Heavy Kick Gekiro, right? And coming into the game and playing Gen without that, I pretty much learned how to deal with not getting a hard knockdown. So the few options that I'm going to be showing you are generally safer options to go for because a lot of you guys like to go for stuff like this. So let me go ahead and show you. A lot of Gen players, when they start off, and something that I still do now after I condition my opponent, but a lot of things that a lot of Gen players like to do now is they like to go for unsafe mix-ups. Right? How many of you guys do that? I'm pretty sure a ton of you guys do that, right? So let me go ahead and show you what happens when you go for that. Right? That was probably one of you guys. If you guys can relate, go ahead and leave a comment below and say, hey, that was me. But yeah, a lot of you guys go for that, and you guys end up getting reversaled, and your pressure just stops. Okay? A lot of people complained about that because that didn't happen that often with the Heavy Kick Gekiro because you had time to set up, right? So what the heck do I do, Kumo? What the hell do I do to continue my pressure but yet still play safe? What I like to do is and this is after full hits of Gekiro, what I like to do is I like to dash forward. Okay, so probably you guys are like, crap, here it goes, the crappy mix-up, you know, it's a freaking dash up, I don't get to cross them up, I don't get to fake cross up, I don't get to do the unblockables. Well, yeah, you don't, okay? Unfortunately, we don't have the hard knockdown off of our bread and butter, so deal with it. But what you do have is you have the dash up. And what happens after you complete the hits and then dash up, what you'll notice is you are at a very, very slight advantage. See, if you guys can see that, Gen is already crouched before I start crouching, and that means that you have a slight frame advantage. See? Chun-Li kind of crouches a little bit after. Now, what that means is you have a slight advantage, so you can go for certain things that still apply a pressure. Okay. Now, like I said earlier in the video, I'm a very technical player on the ground. So I'm also a very technical player when it comes to fundamentals. Okay. And one of the key things about Street Fighter and about any fighting game is gathering data from your opponent, right? And if you guys have seen my other videos on my YouTube channel, I talk a lot about gathering information. Okay. In a tournament setting, because I play mostly in tournament, I hardly play online now, but I mostly play in tournament or offline. You only have 2 out of 3 rounds to figure out your opponent. Okay, you can't go into an endless lobby and play them 10 times. Okay, in tournament, you got 2 to 3 shots. Okay, so you got to make them count. How the heck do I gather data? So because I try to refrain from going for, you know, crazy mix-ups and stuff, I go for my safest option, which is the dash forward delayed throw. Okay, so after Light Kick Gekiro, after the full hits, I dash forward, I pause for a second, and then I go for a throw. The reason why I pause is because I am trying to cover multiple options. This technique or this strategy was made popular by Momochi. So if my video does not suffice, go ahead and look for Momochi's video because it's probably a lot better. But what you do is you do a delayed throw, and it covers multiple options. Okay, so the options that it should cover, because I might not be able to get it on my first try here, but the options it should cover is, if they reversal, it will get blocked by Gen, and Gen goes for a free punish. If they block and they refrain from pressing buttons and they refrain from pressing any reversal, they get thrown. If they are the type of player that mashes buttons, like they're mashing crouch tech, they're mashing jab or something, the normal will get blocked. Now that's not really, you don't get to continue your pressure, but it puts you at an even situation. You get to fight on the ground game where Gen excels, especially if you have, you know, EX meter, and if you have super, and if you're really good with your crouching medium punch and all that good stuff. Okay. Okay, so that one should be good. Go for reversal. Oh, actually that time I didn't go for reversal and I get thrown. So that's just showing that if you block and you're not pressing buttons, you get thrown. Come on, you can do it. There you go. And if I reversal, it gets blocked, you get a free punish. And if I press buttons... Oh wow, actually that throws really well timed. See, I'll just try to mash jab here. And as you can see, the jab was blocked. Okay, so covers all three options, and you get a throw. Now you're probably like, oh wow, that's such a terrible setup, Andrew. What the heck is that for? Well, it's not, because if you get that forward throw, then the real Oki comes into play, right? After you get that forward throw, we have tons of setups after forward throw, right? Even some that covers delayed wake up, right? We have this setup here, right? So the whole point is, how do I continue pressure off of like a Gekiro? Well, that is how, right there. I just showed you. I just heard something disconnect from my USB. Hopefully my video is still recording. I do not know what the heck that was. But yeah, as you can see, you do the light kick Gekiro, you get the full hits, you pause for a second. Okay, so you dash up, pause for a second, then you go for a delayed throw. And you get a free mix-up. Okay, you get a free mix-up after that. And it is 100% safe. Okay? So that is one thing that I like to do. Another thing you can do is you can dash up and then go for a meaty crouch light kick. I'm not going to go into detail at what you guys can do after a meaty crouch light kick, but just know that the reason why you go for this is if they go for stand tech, it gets beaten. Okay, so if your opponent likes to mash grab, especially after they get knocked down. So for example, if I'm doing the Gekiro, I dash up, meaty crouch light kick. If they think I'm going to go for a stand throw, they're going to get beat. Okay? So just know that that's what that's for. If it gets blocked, this is very important post light kick Gekiro. If it gets blocked, so if the crouch light kick gets blocked, you simply go for a frame trap, or you go for a throw. Okay? So it would look something like this. Okay, and this is very hard to record, so just bear with me. So right there, that's the mix-up, okay? And if I crouch tech, you go for your favorite frame trap. That's all I got to say on that one. If you guys have questions on what frame traps you guys have available, go ahead and ask, and I can tell you guys via the chat. But what I like to go for is I like doing crouch light kick, walk up, crouch light kick to beat the stand tech, so it looks something like... and then I go for my target combo. One that was taught to me by New, so shout outs to New, and one that you'll see Sien do a lot is they'll do crouch jab, or crouch short, crouch jab, walk back, and then target combo 2. Because if they stick out a crouch light kick, the target combo is going to catch them. Okay, so that's another thing you can do. So post light kick Gekiro, boom, dash up, boom, and then you go for your mix up, okay, if they tech the ground. So that's that. Let's see here. The next, probably most famous thing that was made famous by Sien is the fast fall. Okay, so basically what it is you don't fully complete the hits of LK Gekiro, and you go for 4 hits and then you fast fall, or you go for 3 hits and you fast fall. Fast falling is basically just mashing the Gekiro and forcing Gen to fall faster than your opponent. So I'll go ahead and show you that. Right, if you see right there, I didn't complete the kicks. Oops, I'll do it on this side. So basically you go boom, 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 mash, and then you just mash. And then what that does is you fall sooner. Because you fall sooner than your opponent, you can go for a very, very simple setup that is very, very effective. What you do is you fast fall, take a micro step forward, a micro step forward, and then you neutral jump, medium kick. Okay, that one was a little exaggerated just to show you, but it is a very, very, very micro step forward. Okay, it's a very tiny step. Okay, so after you land, you're not taking a full step like that. You're taking a micro step, literally. Okay, so let me go ahead and show you. So right there, that was the 3 hit. Hopefully that worked. And right there, it got blocked. Okay, if I don't block, because I think he's gonna land. So let me show you. Let me restart here. This Gen has got a life of his own right now. So let's say I think he's gonna land on time, and I block low, I get hit. Okay, if I spinning bird, oops, that is not really very well timed. But if you are getting beat out of it, like that just happened just there, you are taking too big of a step. Okay, so wow, I can't even walk forward. Okay, that one should be good. Yeah, right there, you get blocked. Okay, so that is another thing that I like to do, that Sien likes to do, that I know New likes to do. The reason why is it's a free safe jump, and it's also continuing the pressure. Okay, if you guys watch Sien's match against Luffy, he did that setup a lot because it's very, very difficult for Rose to deal with. The only reversal she has is EX Spiral. It gets beat, right? You can get to block it. It's a free punish. If he goes for the EX Soul Throw or a regular Soul Throw, it just goes over. It doesn't anti-air him. So if you saw that, it is used as a safe jump, and it doubles up as a setup, because if they don't block it correctly, they get hit. It's a free combo. After you condition your opponent to block that, that's when you can start. That's where Gen's pressure really starts to shine. Okay, so after you've hit them with that, and you block their EX bird, and you get another one, right? Because obviously you would punish with that target combo 2 to LK Gekiro. You can go for another setup similar, except you go for an empty jump low. That is another option that you can go for. And the reason why is because Chun's like, oh, okay, I gotta block that. Well, yeah, guess what? I didn't do anything. And you have to block low. And even if they go for a stand tech, it gets beat. See, like right there, I went for a stand tech or a stand throw because I thought he was an empty jump throw. It gets beat. Okay, so that's another option you have just by using the fast fall. Okay, you can also OS throw in that. So if you're playing against like Abel, who can EX roll out of the corner, if you OS the throw, so basically it would be input pretty much the same exact way, except as you neutral jump, you're hitting a throw, and if it hits, you continue to your combo. If it's blocked, so pretend this is blocked, go for your favorite frame trap. Okay, right there I did a slight walk forward and then crouch light kick. If they decide to EX roll, it would throw the roll. If you don't trust me, go ahead and try it in the lab. Okay, let's see here. Another mix-up. This one was also made famous by Cien. Shout outs to Cien, man, you make everything famous. Jeez. But another thing that he likes to do is after he does the fast fall, he goes for Shakudan. And the reason why he does that, sorry, I have something in my throat. The reason why he does that is because he's conditioned them to block one hit, right? But Shakudan is known to do 2 hits. And Shakudan can also do 1 hit. Okay, so once you've conditioned your opponent to block that setup, this setup, once you've conditioned them to block that, then you can start really diving in and doing some really heavy mix-ups. Okay, so those are 2 options. So the first option, complete the kicks, dash up, and go for a delayed throw. That was exaggerated, but learn the timing on your own. Or you can dash up, go for a meaty, dash up, meaty, stand medium punch. So another thing that you can do, this is something that I like to do. Dash up, boom, and then I do my my crouching medium punch hands. Because I'm fishing for a counter hit to super, right? And when you do that, everybody knows that that's where Gen shines, right? So that is one thing you can do. You can do the dash up mix up, and then there's the fast fall, which is simply inputted as the first 2 kicks and then mash. Okay, so you input the first 2 kicks of Gekiro, or the first 3 kick, or first 2 kicks, and then the last the next 2 kicks, or just the 1 kick, and you fast fall after the 3 kicks or 4 kicks, and then you can go for your empty or your neutral jump, safe jump, or your neutral jump empty low, or your neutral jump block, whatever the heck you want to do, and it all gets it's all very safe. Okay, so like I said, I'm showing you guys very safe options that continue your pressure. Okay, so Cien does a lot of those ones. Let's see here. So this is another option. Okay, you guys asked me what options do I have. This is definitely an option, but it's very unsafe. It is actually the first thing that I showed you guys in the video, which is jumping towards. Now, after you've conditioned them, so this all has to do with conditioning, but after you've conditioned your opponent to fear cross-ups and safe jump setups after forward throw, you know, after you've conditioned them to fear that stuff, then you can go for the unsafe, you know, then you can start going for that crap. Okay, I do not recommend you guys do that often. I would recommend to abuse it after you've conditioned them, or if you know they can't block, but I highly recommend you stay away from that, especially if you're playing in tournament, because it is very unsafe, and we need to maintain as much pressure as we can, again, because once we go back into the neutral game, you know, we can't really do much damage until we have super. Okay, so, or unless we have meter for the FADC combos. So that is an option. Cien has a mix-up in the corner. I don't want to show you guys because I do not want to give you guys the wrong information. But basically, I'll try to show you guys. But basically, what you do is you actually fast fall after the first or 2 hits, I think. So I think that's the setup. I honestly don't know. But basically, what that is it doubles as a safe jump and it doubles as a ambiguous cross up. So let me try that again. I think that was it. Oh my god, I hate when I do that. I must have done something wrong. I don't know what the heck it is, but that's basically what it is. And if they delayed wake up, or if they don't tech the ground, it gets blocked. So, yeah. Basically, that's the setup. I don't know what the heck I did wrong on the first jump. I think I just didn't mash the kicks fast enough, and therefore the first jump wasn't a safe jump. But basically what it is, it's supposed to double up as a double safe jump and ambiguous setup. So just know that that's the time. There's a timing to it. But basically you mash it out just like that. And I think that one worked. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, that one worked. I just didn't. I just went immediately for the medium punch. But just know that that's one of the setups. Okay. I hate when it's so unorganized and filthy, but this is how I got to do it. But yeah, that works. Okay. Let's see here. What else did I say on that Facebook Messenger? Yeah, I think that's pretty much the most common used ones for Gen. I think. Yeah, that should be everything. Just know that the Shakudan, I think I showed you guys that, right? Basically, if you've conditioned them, after you've conditioned them to, oh wait, you know what? I gotta use the memory function. Damn it. And this is why you should have this stuff edited. But basically, okay, I'm in Mantis, guys. Thank you. Remember that. So you do your fast fall, and you go for Shakudan. And what that does is that if they're conditioned to block one hit, Shakudan does too. So I'm going to show you guys that real quick. Okay. Memory function, please work. Thank you. So I tech the ground. And obviously I have terrible timing. Just trust me that it works, okay? It works. Damn it. I hate when I have to do this. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So just a quick recap. Let's go ahead and see here. So just a quick recap here. Complete the kicks. Oh, I tried mashing there. Complete the kicks and then go for a delayed crouch leg kick or a throw. Or you can just block. But dashing up is very, very common. And then there's the fast fall. Okay, go ahead and choose between both of them. They're both generally safe, and they're both very, very good. If you guys don't believe me, go ahead and check out Luffy versus Cyan at Topanga. He does it a lot, does the fast fall a lot in that matchup. And if you watch any Gen, they love doing the this right here, dash up, and then do your mix up. And guys, I'm not going to tell you what mix ups to do. You can do tons of different mix ups after you dash forward because you have that advantage. I mean, sheesh, what's one thing that I like to do? I like to do, I like doing that. I like doing that. I mean, do whatever the heck you want. But I like doing that one. Okay, you really just, you can do whatever the heck you want. See, you can do whatever the heck you want. But just know that you have a slight advantage. And if you delay the crouch kick, or the meaty, and if you delay the throw, it is generally 100%, or yeah, it's pretty much 100% safe. Okay, just know that. The fast fall neutral jump medium kick, that is only a safe jump against non-3-framers, so it will not work against Shotos. If you want to bait DPs against Shotos, actually that's a really good one. I wasn't going to show you guys that, but if you want to bait DPs, there is a way to do it. While still covering all your options. Or all of their options. So, you do the 4 kicks, and then you fast fall, and then you neutral jump immediately after. So you don't take that micro step. And what that does is it just covers that extra frame that they have invincible. Or the extra frame of startup that they have. So, basically, how it would look is... Okay, so it looks like a safe jump setup, right? But it's actually just a bait. Okay, it's not the jumping the neutral jump medium kick. Jesus, I wish I could edit that out, but I'm not going to. But the neutral jump medium kick is just there to bait the DP. Okay? It's not a legitimate safe jump. Okay? It's not a legitimate safe jump. The jump medium kick is not going to hit. Okay? There is a setup out there. I'm not going to go find it, but there is a setup out there. But that one is just a bait. But most people will do what? They'll stand throw, right? All you have to do to cover that option is do the neutral jump and do a delayed throw. So I'm going to try to show you that. Okay? And basically what that will do is it will cover those freaking annoying players who just mash throw. Okay? Problem solved. And if I did it right, you bait the DP. Okay? So just know that you can do that. That is definitely an option. I almost forgot to show you guys that one. But that one's there. That pretty much should be it. Okay, we're coming up at about 30 minutes on this video. I do not want it to be that long. The edited version was a lot shorter, a lot cleaner, but I'm sorry I lost the video, guys. I will not have time to edit, so unfortunately, you guys are going to have this crappy raw video. So, yeah, that's pretty much the options you guys have. I'm going to cover one last thing real quickly. A lot of you guys have asked, how the heck do you time EX Gekiro? Hopefully you guys can hear my buttons. I didn't even do a sound check before this, which, I mean, shit, I'm terrible. But I did not do a sound check before this. But hopefully you guys can hear this. Okay? But basically, EX Gekiro is very easy to time. You do the first two kicks just like that. Okay? So I'll show you again. And all it is an escalating press of buttons. Okay, so it goes from slow to fast. Okay, I think that's the right word, right? Escalating. Yeah. So basically, the first two kicks are the most important. Okay. So it's EX. So it's the first three kicks, right? Hold on. Yeah, the first three kicks. So there's the initial kick, right? After you do the target combo, there's that kick right there. And then the next two kicks are the most important. Okay, so how you do it is you put a small gap in between the next two kicks. Boom, boom. Okay? So initial kick, then boom, boom. Right? And then from there, you just do an escalating 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I'll show you guys. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, what the? Okay, boom, 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 boom. Okay, so I'll show you guys one last time. Hit, 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 hit. Okay, so it's just a delayed, gapped 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that is not including the initial hit. Okay, so don't worry. Obviously, the initial hit will always hit, right? That first kick will always hit, no matter what. So I'm talking about the next 7 kicks, or whatever, how many kicks they are. So I'm going to show you one more time. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's EX Gekiro. If you guys do want that hard knockdown, and you guys can do your little setups, okay? The setups still remain the same. Right, all that crap. Okay, you guys know all that stuff. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will try to get more content to you guys, but that is not promised. I made a post earlier that I'm getting better internet, but I just got some bad news. The cabling is not available in my area. It was actually a mistake. And my neighbors a couple of houses down can have that internet for some odd reason. So eventually I'll have the cabling, but by that time I'm probably out of this damn house. So just know that I really want to bring you guys content, but I can't. Alright, so if you guys have any questions regarding this video, any comments, if you guys saw something you guys didn't like, or if you guys don't agree with, feel free to let me know. I do not mind speaking on my behalf. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys on the Team Gen Facebook. Oh, and if you guys aren't on the Team Gen Facebook and you guys are just random Gen players that didn't know we had one, we do have an army of like 170 Gen players on Team Gen on Facebook. So if you guys want to find us, go on that search bar in your Facebook, type in Team Gen, go ahead and send a join request, and then I'll make sure to approve it. Okay? Hey, level 99 BBC. I think that guy's a Gen player too. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know what you guys think, okay?